JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Steel Ball Run, which ran from 2003 to 2011, following the widely unremarked but personally beloved Part 6, which was followed by the widely loved but personally unremarked Part 5. Hirohiko Araki finally figured out how to make something both widely loved and personally loved. The part takes place in 1890s America, and is separate from all parts before it, beginning the new Steel Ball Run verse, which is now the current universe. The story centers around the Steel Ball Run race, a horse race from sea to shining sea of the American continent. But the race holds a secret. It is being funded and supported by the President of the United States, who is using it as a front to find the universally sought-after corpse parts of Jesus Christ. Our main character of this part is Johnny Joestar, genius horse racer turned paraplegic, who joins the Steel Ball Run race to master the rotation, which he believes can heal his crippled legs. Johnny is haunted by his past, as he believes he is responsible for his brother's death. Johnny shares a spotlight with someone else though, Jairo Zappelli, a Neapolitan executioner and master of the rotation, who agrees to teach Johnny its secrets. He joins the race to win amnesty for a child he's assigned to execute. This story, interestingly, has two villains who share related goals. Diego Brando is a poor British jockey who clawed his way to the top of the wealthy horse racing world. He enters the Steel Ball Run race to prove to himself and all others that nobody has the right to look down upon him. Funny Valentine is the 23rd President of the United States and true organizer of the Steel Ball Run race. He needs the corpse parts in order to benefit his country, which he cares about above all else. My favorite arc is A Man's World arc, in which Johnny and Jairo must defeat the mysterious Ringo Rodigan. Ringo Rodigan is a gunman who believes in improving himself through fair and honest duels. As a child, he was sickly pale and always bedridden. One day, Ringo woke up to a large man by his bed, his mother and sister dead on the floor next to him. The large man tries to assault Ringo, but instead is shot and killed by him. Color fills Ringo's face and he can take deeper breaths than ever before. He had climbed a wall he calls the true man's world, and believes he had found his purpose, enlightenment through fair duels. Before the duel begins, Ringo warns Jairo that it is impossible for him to win, and that he would rather fight Johnny, who he believes has the dark determination required to kill a man in a duel. This is the first time Johnny's dark determination is mentioned. This dark determination becomes more obvious as the story progresses, and Johnny becomes more and more willing to blur the line between right and wrong in his quest to walk again. Jairo doesn't listen to Ringo's warning and accepts the duel. Jairo eventually wins and tries to spare Ringo's life. Ringo is insulted by this, calling Jairo a conformist, submitting to societal values instead of following a true man's values, which he believes that society has strayed from. Ringo slowly takes his gun out of his holster and points it at Jairo, who has no choice but to accept Ringo's wishes and kill him. As he fades away, he says one of the coolest lines in the whole series: "Welcome to the true man's world." I enjoyed how they characterize Ringo as a man of self-improvement, looking to better himself through duels. A case could be made that he's justified in his beliefs and actions. Ringo's ability is called Mandem, which allows him to rewind time 6 seconds into the past. The name is a reference to the song Lovers of the World by Jerry Wallace, which is a song about the virtues of being a man. There's a someone waiting for you, soon the world will be yours for a toy. Music starts to play, night will turn to day. The darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in Mandem. This song perfectly reflects Ringo's ideas, as when he shot that man and entered the true man's world, it caused a rejuvenation of his body because of his newfound spirit. Steel Ball Run is about the impact people you love have on you. Johnny's father said God took the wrong son, which is what sent him down his depressive spiral, only for Jairo to literally get him back up on his feet. Jairo's dad tries to impart his lessons of no sentimentality onto his son, which causes him to rebel and attempt to save that boy. Diego Brando's mom taught her son to always keep his dignity, despite their social rank, which gave him an ambition to be where he thought he belonged. Diego's determination and ambition are what make him unbeatable according to Johnny, and no level of skill can beat that level of determination. Ringo never met his father, and his family was killed right in front of him, leaving him to come up with his own ideals, that of independence from society. But the one I found most interesting was Funny Valentine, who never actually met his father, instead only hearing stories about his heroic actions in an unnamed war. He projects his feelings of love to a father he never met upon his country and God, all of which are paternal figures. He claims patriotism is the most beautiful virtue in the world, as it is an extension of caring about one's family, which is an interesting view on the subject. To me, this story is a reimagining of Part 1 and 2. This is how Araki would write those parts now. A lot of the characters and plot points are similar, but different enough so it's its own story. For example, both Part 1's Dio Brando and Part 7's Diego Brando are poor yet ambitious British kids who gain a supernatural ability. One gains vampirism, and one gains dinosaur-like abilities. They both kill someone very close to the main character, and both grew up with only one parent. Overall, I'd give Steel Ball Run an S-tier rating, with its strong points being well-written and developed characters, interesting themes, and one of the most believable friendships I've seen in fiction.